I don't know. How do you guys deal with this? I don't know. Okay, so you guys, I'm just gonna talk with y'all because I feel like sometimes when I talk in the camera, it releases my anxiety and it releases my stress and just my worrying. My daughter told me, my youngest daughter told me something that I didn't realize I do, and after thinking about it, I realized that it seemed as if yes, I do this. So she's told me something while we were taking a 1-hour walk on Saturday. She said it looks as if sometimes I tend to look at the worst that could happen. I don't know, please, I want you guys to let me know, am I the only person that thinks this way? So she said, Mom, you know, you always think that the worst that could happen. And what the story behind that was about, she downloaded an app onto her phone, and the app was kind of to clean off storage or something, just clean off something. And after downloading it, she couldn't remove it. She was trying to remove it unless it was like a trial version, and she was trying to remove it and she couldn't remove it. So I was like, oh my gosh. So what I said was that, well, if you can't remove it, you know, just let me know and I can do some research and I can do this, I can do that. She was like, no. She's like, Mommy, you're thinking the worst that could happen. Let me try again tomorrow and try and see if I can remove it, instead of going out of the universe to find someone to report the app, do da 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 da. And I was like, well, I think I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on not overblowing, you know, building a mountain out of a molehill. Because I think sometimes as parents, we tend to do that. We tend to think of, oh, if I let my child do this, what's the worst can happen? They can hurt themselves. If I let my child swing, maybe they can scrape their knee. Oh, I don't want that. So that brought about today's video, because I'm having the anxiety again. And I know older parents, I have a lot of aunties and uncles older than me that have kids that are married, they even have grandkids. So I need you guys to advise me on how I can manage this. My kids are on vacation now, as you all know, and my oldest daughter, she had to pick up something at their school. Now get this, their school is quite far away. It's quite far, and to get to their school, or I should say the old school where she graduated from, you got to go through the highway, and there's a stretch of the highway that makes me nervous, that makes me very nervous. I myself, when I drive that corner of the highway, it's like the corner of the highway to join, it's like 3 highways dispersing and then joining up with 2 highways. You know those kind of highways that they're like multiple highways and they kind of join, and it can be quite confusing, and if you're not careful, somebody can get in your lane or you can get in somebody's lane. And my oldest daughter, she's a very good driver. She's a really safe, very good driver, but I'm not worried about her. I'm worried about all those other cray drivers around. Those are the ones that you have to worry about. Now my daughter, just to tell you, my oldest daughter has been driving since she was 16. She has driven from I'm having anxiety. My heart is beating. Anyway, she has driven from San Antonio to Houston, which is like our area of town, which is about 3 hours drive. She has driven to San Marcos. She has driven all over the place. So why am I so nervous about driving just not too far, which is like 1 hour drive, right? But so she and her sister are going. They've gone. They've gone, and I'm having that anxiety again, and I'm having that fear of thinking the worst. And I'm telling myself, you cannot be thinking the worst. I prayed, you know, before they left, and I know that as I get older and as I get comfortable, I thought I was over this. I thought I was comfortable. I know that my anxiety would go down. I know I'm not the only parent, and people don't talk about this stuff. People don't talk about, as you're a parent and your kids are growing up, people don't talk about all this, that parents also have anxiety. It's not only the child that has anxiety, parents also have anxiety. As I'm talking to you, my heart is beating, not for fear of anything, but it's like I was getting ready this morning. I was just like, this life, I mean, you pray that your children are safe. There's nothing you can do. Even when your children are babies and you take them to pre-K, or you take them to the daycare or crèche. Is it crèche? Crèche? You don't know. You are not with them. You just leave them in the hands of strangers. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? So I'm trying not to be nervous because it's out of my hand. And I think this is where the part of the Bible comes. Don't be anxious for nothing. In all things, with prayer and supplication, make your request known unto God. And that is what I'm doing. I'm trying not to be anxious. I'm not claiming the spirit of anxiety. I plead the blood of Jesus over my children, safety. But I want to know, how do you guys handle it? What do you guys do? Do you just keep busy? Because what I'm doing right now is I'm just keeping busy. I'm trying not to think about it. But whenever I think about it, my mind just goes like this. I do have an app called Life 360, not sponsored, that I can use to track where they are. I can use to track how fast they're driving. I can use to track so many things. And that does reduce my anxiety. To be honest with you, that does reduce my anxiety. Being busy and just not thinking and just trusting God. It's like, you know, we believe that we're Christians and we believe that we trust God for everything, but we're human, and us feeling anxious. The Bible keeps on reassuring, don't be anxious, don't be anxious for anything, don't be anxious, your children are safe. And I'm just like, oh, my daughter is going off to college. And I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there to see her every day. YouTube hates it when people cry. I'm not going to be there to see her every day. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to know if she gets in the car with her friends and they go to another city, to another state. I'm not going to know. I'm not going to know anything. And I feel helpless. I feel helpless. Because I can't stop her from growing. I can't stop her from leaving the house. I can't stop my children from not being under my wings like a mother hen. I have to just let them go. And I thought I was doing good. I was doing good. But to tell you the truth, it's like when I cry, one eye. It's only one eye. And one eye gets like really soggy. But please, if you have kids that are older, Tracy, you know you are, Tracy V, you know you are. How do you deal with it? All you people that have older kids, how do you deal with just letting them go? And I only have 2 kids. There are people that have 5 kids. There are people that have 4 kids. There are people that have 10 kids. I don't know. But anyway, I just pray that my kids go and come back. Anyway, I don't know. How do you guys deal with this? I don't know.